Hello children, welcome back in mathematics class. Once again we are here. I hope you all will be ready now. Today we are going to start your quadrilateral chapter and second exercise, that is exercise number 17b. I hope you all have completed exercise 17a as well as I hope that you have learnt the properties of quadrilaterals also. Okay? So see the question number 1. In the question number 1 it is given that in the adjoining figure ABCD is a parallelogram. See, it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram in which angle A is 50 degree, then we have to find the all remaining angles. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram because ABCD is a parallelogram. We know the property of a parallelogram that adjacent angles are supplementary. That means angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. This property we are going to apply here. Now angle A is given 50 degree. So 50 plus angle B is equal to 180. That means angle B is equal to 180 minus 50, that is 130 degree. So second angle we have got. Now angle C. You are watching that angle A and angle C are opposite angles of a parallelogram, and in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So you will write here because angle C is equal to angle A. Why are these equal? Opposite angles of a parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram. Therefore, directly we can write that angle C is equal to 50 degree. Understood? First property we have applied that adjacent angles are supplementary. And second property, opposite angles are equal. Now we have to find last angle, that is angle D. We are watching that D and B are also opposite angles. Otherwise D and A are supplementary angles. Any one you can use. So it will be easy for us. Angle D is equal to angle B. Therefore angle D is also equal to 130 degree. And why angle D and B are equal? Because of opposite angles of a parallelogram. So this is your first question. Now see the second question. In the second question also one parallelogram have been given here. ABCD is a parallelogram in the second question where angle A is 2x plus 35 degree and angle C is 3x minus 5 degree. Then first part we have to find the angle x, and in the second part we have to find each angles of the parallelogram. You can see that to find the value of x, we will watch the opposite angles of the parallelogram because angle A is equal to angle C. What is the reason? Reason is opposite angles of parallelogram. Angle A has been given here 2x plus 35. Angle C is 3x minus 5. Now if we transfer 3x in the left hand side, it will become minus 3x. 35 will go right hand side, it will become minus 35. Now 2x minus 3x is minus x. Minus 5 minus 35 is minus 40. Minus will divide minus here. X is equal to 40 degree. That means value of x is coming 40 degree. Now we can find the second part. In the second part, we have to find all the angles. So first we are going to find angle A. Angle A is 2x plus 35. So at the place of x, we will put the value x is equal to 40. At the place of x, we will put 40 degree. So 2 into 40, 80 plus 35, that is 115 degree. Angle A we have got. Now angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. This is the second property that we know. Sum of adjacent angle is always supplementary. That is why angle A plus B is equal to 180. Now here we will put the value of A. 115 plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 115, that will be 65 degree. So now we have got angle B also. Angle C directly we can find. Angle C and angle A are equal. Therefore angle C is equal to 115 degree. And reason of C and A are opposite angles of parallelogram, already we have written above. Now angle D and B are also equal. Angle D is equal to angle B. Reason is opposite angles of parallelogram. That means angle D is also equal to 65 degree. Okay. Watch very carefully. Every step, try to understand it. Okay. Now copy it. See the question number 3. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB is produced to E. ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB is produced to E. And then angle CBE. This angle is given 75 degree. And then we have to find all the angles of the parallelogram. What is given here? ABCD is a parallelogram and angle CBE is equal to 75 degree. Just watch carefully. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. That means AD and BC are parallel. Then ABE is called transversal. In this case, this angle CBE and angle A, these are called corresponding angles. Angle A is equal to angle CBE because of corresponding angles. Corresponding angles of a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, corresponding angles are always equal. That means angle A is also 75 degree. And as we get angle A, we can find all the remaining angles. Angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. This property we have learned. If angle A is 75, then angle B is equal to 180 minus 75, that means 105 degree. And angle C is equal to angle A because of opposite angles of a parallelogram. That means angle C is also equal to 75 degree. By the same way we can find angle D also. Angle D is equal to angle B because of opposite angles of a parallelogram. That means angle D is also equal to 105 degree. Only this first portion is different. Angle A is equal to angle CB. After that, whatever we have done here, that is same as the question number 1. Okay? Now see question number 4. In the question number 4, again ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB is equal to 8.5 centimeter and perimeter is 24. In a parallelogram ABCD, side AB is 8.5 and perimeter of this parallelogram is given 24 centimeter. Then we have to find length of all the remaining sides of the parallelogram. So just see, what is the formula for perimeter? 2 into sum of the adjacent side. Yes children, this is the formula for perimeter of a parallelogram. 2 into sum of adjacent sides. AB plus BC, otherwise AB plus AD. Okay, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. That is why AB plus BC also, you can write AB plus AD also. Now this 2 will divide this 24, it will become 12 because 2 is multiplied here. When it will go right hand side will be divided. Here AB plus BC will remain. AB is given 8.5. At the place of AB we can write 8.5 because it is given in the question. So BC is equal to 12 minus 8.5, that means 3.5 centimeter. Now BC we have got 3.5 centimeter. Remaining two sides, look here. Because DC is equal to AB, why are these equal? Opposite sides of a parallelogram. That means DC is also 8.5 centimeter. Similarly, AD is equal to BC. Why? Because of opposite sides of parallelogram. That means AD is also 3.5 centimeter. Okay, watch carefully every statement and try to understand. Now write it. Okay, now see question number 5. In the question number 5, it is given that in the adjoining figure ABCD is a rhombus. It is given that ABCD is a rhombus. I hope you all know what is rhombus. Rhombus means a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. Okay, so here AB, BC, CD and AD all are equal. Then after it is given that angle BAC is equal to 40 degree. See, ABCD is a rhombus and angle BAC is 40 degree. Then we have to find angle ACB. This is the first angle we have to find. Then angle ABC. This is the second angle. Then ADC. This is the third angle. Then ACD. This angle we have to find, fourth one. And then CAD. That means all angles we have to find. Now watch carefully how to do. Because ABCD is a rhombus, then AB is equal to BC. Watch carefully. In triangle ABC, if AB and BC are equal, then angle C and angle A will also be equal. Because AB and BC are equal, then ABC becomes an isosceles triangle. And in the isosceles triangle, equal sides subtend equal angles on the third side. That means angle BCA is equal to angle BAC. because these two sides are equal. These two sides are equal, therefore these two angles will also be equal. So BCA is also 40 degree. This is the first part. Now in the second part, in triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle BCA is equal to 180 degree. In any triangle, the sum of the three angles is always 180 degree. So BAC is given in the question 40 degree. ABC we have to find. BCA also we have found here 40 degree. That means angle ABC plus 40 is 80. Now easily you can see that angle ABC will be equal to 180 minus 80. That means angle ABC is equal to 100 degree. Sum of the three angles is 180. Out of three, two angles are known, 40. So third angle is equal to 180 minus sum of these two angles. 40 plus 40 is 80. So 180 minus 80 is 100. And that is the third angle. Now we have to find angle D. You are watching angle B and D are opposite angles. Because rhombus is also a parallelogram, so rhombus also has opposite angles equal. So in the third part you will write that angle ADC is equal to angle ABC. Why? Opposite angles of a rhombus. Okay, that means angle ADC is also equal to 100 degree. Now fourth angle ACD we have to find. Watch carefully. ABCD is a rhombus, then AB and DC are parallel to each other. In this case, AC is a transversal. ABCD are parallel and AC is transversal. Then these two angles are called alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are equal. If two lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal. That means angle ACD is equal to angle BAC. Why? Because of alternate interior angles. That means angle ACD is also 40 degree. Okay. Now coming to the last angle, phi. Watch carefully. This angle and this angle. Are you watching? AD and BC are parallel and AC is transversal. Again these two angles are making alternate interior angles. That means angle DAC is equal to angle BCA. Why? Because of alternate interior angles. That means angle DAC is also 40 degree. Any doubt? If you learn all the properties of the quadrilaterals, then every question will be easy for you. Because by using the property, we are finding all the angles. Okay? Now please write down. Okay, now see question number 6. In the question number 6, it is given that there is a rectangle ABCD. ABCD is a rectangle in which diagonal AC and diagonal BD are intersecting at O, and angle AOB is 110 degree. Then first we have to find angle ODA, then we have to find angle OCD. This is the first angle we have to find. This is the second angle that we have to find. Now see, we know that in a rectangle, both the diagonals are equal. That means AC and BD are equal. and both diagonals bisect each other also. That means OA is equal to OC, OD is equal to OB. Therefore, OA is equal to OD also. Okay. So we will use these properties. First learn the properties of rectangle, then after solve this, then it will be easily understood to you. Just notice it. If this angle is 110, we can find this angle AOD. Angle AOD plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because these are called linear pair angles. On a straight line, if two angles are formed, then they are called linear pair angles. Angle AOD is not given, AOB is 110, that means angle AOD is equal to 70 degree. Now, because ABCD is a rectangle, therefore AC is equal to BD, because both are the diagonals. Therefore, AC by 2 and BD by 2 will also be equal. If we divide AC also by 2, BD also by 2, then also both will be equal. But AC by 2 can be written as OA and BD by 2 can be written as OD. Okay, because OA is half of AC and OD is half of BD. Now watch carefully. If OA and OD are equal, then these two angles will also be equal. That means angle ODA is equal to angle OAD. These two angles we have got. Now, in triangle OAD, sum of the angles is always 180. Angle ODA plus angle OAD plus angle AOD is equal to 180. Because in a triangle, sum of the three angles is always 180. Now, ODA we have to find. At the place of OAD, we can write ODA. Because OAD and ODA both are equal. So ODA can be replaced by OAD and OAD can be replaced by ODA. So whatever we require, that we will do. We required ODA. So OAD is replaced by ODA. Angle AOD, AOD is given 70 degree, that we have found above. AOD is equal to 70, we have found. ODA plus ODA is 2 times ODA and 70 will go right hand side. Then 180 minus 70, 110. That means angle ODA is 55 degree. Because 2 will divide 110, then we will get 55. So angle ODA is equal to 55 degree we have got. By the same method we will find this angle also. Notice carefully. If this is 110, this angle is also 110. OC and OD are equal. So by the same method we can find it. One more method is there. That I am going to tell. Watch carefully. In triangle OCD, CO is produced to A, then this angle is called exterior angle of a triangle. And exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. Okay, see how to do. In the second part, OC is equal to OD. Why? Because these are the halves of diagonals. Okay, therefore angle ODC is equal to OCD. If OC and OD are equal, then these two angles will be equal, because OCD will become an isosceles triangle. in a triangle, if two sides are equal, then these two angles are called base angles and they are also equal. Now, in triangle OCD, angle AOD is an exterior angle. And what is the property of exterior angle of a triangle? Exterior of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Angle AOD is equal to angle OCD plus angle ODC. We have to find OCD, then ODC is replaced by OCD, and angle AOD already we have found here, AOD 70 degree. So here we can write 70 degree. That means 70 degree is equal to 2 times OCD. 2 will divide 70, it will come 35. That means angle OCD is equal to 35 degree, and that will be your answer. First method is this, second method is this. Okay, by both the methods you can find both the angles. So watch carefully and try to understand it. Okay? Okay, now see question number 7. In the question number 7, it is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram in which AC diagonal and BD diagonals are intersecting at O, and angle AOD is 64 degree, angle ODC is 28 degree, and angle OBC is 36 degree. These points have been given, and question is asking angle OAD. This is the first angle we have to find, and then OCD, this is the second angle. Okay, see how to do. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, in a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. That means OD is equal to OB and OA is equal to OC. This point has been given. Now watch. If this angle is 36 degree, then what will be this angle? Because BC and AD are parallel, so BD will be transversal. BC and DA are parallel, so BD is transversal. So if this angle is 36, this will also be 36 because of alternate interior angles. And this is 36, this is 64, then we can find this angle. So how to do? Angle ADB is equal to angle CBD. Why? Because of alternate interior angles. Angle ADB can be written as angle ODA, and CBD can be written as OBC. ADB, otherwise ADO, both the angles are same. Similarly, CBD, otherwise OBC, both are same. So that means angle ODA is also 36 degree. Is this clear? Must learn the property, then it will be easy. Now we will take this triangle. In triangle OAD, angle ODA plus angle AOD plus angle OAD is equal to 180 degree. In any triangle, the sum of the three angles is 180. Angle ODA we have found just now, that is 36 degree. Angle AOD is given in the question 64 degree, and angle OAD question is asking 64 plus 36 is 100 degree. So 100 plus OAD is equal to 180. So angle OAD is equal to 180 minus 100, that is 80 degree. This angle we have found 80 degree. Now we have to find this angle. This will be very easy. This property I told you in the previous question. Note down this. In triangle OCD, angle AOD is an exterior angle. Notice carefully. CO has been produced. CO has been produced. So this angle AOD will be called exterior angle of this triangle. And we know that angle OCD plus angle ODC will be equal to AOD, because exterior angle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. Okay, now OCD question is asking ODC 28 degree has been given, AOD 64 degree also given in the question. That means OCD is equal to 64 minus 28. So OCD is equal to 14 minus 8 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. That is 36 degree. On the basis of properties, there are other methods also, but this is the easiest method. That is why I have told you. Now watch and note down. Okay, now see question number 8. In the question number 8, it is given that ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square in which AB is 3x minus 8 centimeter and BC is x plus 6 centimeter. Then we have to find the value of x and we have to find the length of the side of the square. See, it's very easy. We know that if ABCD is a square, then AB will be equal to BC, because in a square all the four sides are equal. That means 3x minus 8 will be equal to x plus 6. Now x will be transferred left hand side and minus 8 is transferred right hand side. So 3x minus x is 2x, 6 plus 8 is 14. That means x is equal to 7. So this was very easy. If x is 7, then what will be the length of each side of a square? Either put the value of x in AB, otherwise in BC. You can see that BC will be easy for you. X plus 6, that is 7 plus 6 centimeter, that is 13 centimeter. You can write the value of x here also. Then also you will get the same answer. Okay? Now see question number 9. In the question number 9, it is given that if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal in length so that the parallelogram is a rectangle. Note carefully. Suppose that ABCD is a parallelogram and AC and BD are its diagonals, and question is saying that in a parallelogram diagonals are equal. What is given here? ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is equal to BD. These 2 points have been given. What we have to prove? We have to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. This we have to prove. So how to start the proof? Watch carefully. This is the method of writing is called proving of a theorem. When we prove any statement, then that is called proof of the theorem. And whenever we prove the theorem, we write the given points, then we write what we have to prove. If we have to do any construction, then first we write construction and then after we will start. You can directly start from here, from where I am going to solve the proof part of it. Okay, see how to do. It is given that ABCD is a parallelogram, then opposite sides of a parallelogram are always equal. BD and AC are also equal. Then we will divide it into two triangles. Note it. First triangle DAB and second triangle ABC. If we divide here ADB one triangle and ABC another triangle, AD and BC are equal because these are the opposite sides of a parallelogram. BD and AC are given in the question because they are the diagonals, and AB is common in both. We are watching in class 7th, you have read congruency of the triangle. Two triangles are congruent if all the sides are equal. So we are going to take the help of congruency of triangle. So first we will write in triangle ABD and triangle BAC. AD of this triangle and BC of this triangle are equal because of opposite sides of parallelogram. AB is equal to AB because both the sides are common, and then after BD is equal to AC because it is given in the question. Then we can write that ABD is congruent to ABC by the criteria of side. This is the method of proving congruency of a triangle. First we write name of two triangles, then we write those criteria on which we can say that triangles are congruent, and then we write triangles are congruent, and this is the criteria of congruency. Now, if these two triangles are congruent, then angle A and angle B, watch carefully, this angle and this angle. That means angle DAB of this triangle and angle ABC of this triangle will be equal because of corresponding part of congruent triangle. We have proved that adjacent angles of a parallelogram are equal. But we have to prove it is a rectangle. Parallelogram is a rectangle, that we have to prove. But before that, we have proved that adjacent angles are equal. Now, in a parallelogram, we know that adjacent angles are supplementary. In a parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. Means sum of them is 180. So, because both the angles are equal, we can replace one angle by other. That means ABC plus ABC is equal to 180. ABC plus ABC is 2ABC. That means ABC is equal to 180 upon 2, that is 90 degree. We have proved that angle of a parallelogram is 90. And remember, if any one angle of a parallelogram is 90, then it becomes rectangle. So we can say that ABCD is a rectangle. In any parallelogram, if one angle becomes 90 degree, then that parallelogram will become a rectangle. Okay, please watch carefully and note down. Okay, now see question number 10. In the question number 10, it is given that ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square and CDE is an equilateral triangle. CDE is an equilateral triangle. Then we have to find angle AED. Then after EAB, this is the second part we have to find. Then after reflex angle AEC. Those three parts are there. So see how to do. Because ABCD is a square, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to D is equal to 90 degree. In a square, all the angles are 90 degree. Similarly, because CDE is an equilateral triangle, so angle CDE is equal to DCE is equal to DEC is equal to 60 degree. This is also 60, this is also 60, this is also 60. But we have to find angle AED. Now we will start. Notice carefully. We are watching that in triangle AED, AD and DE both are equal. Just notice carefully. AD and DE both are equal. Why? Because square side is AD and CD and triangle side is CD and D. AD is equal to CD and CD is equal to D. Therefore, AD is equal to D. Understood? If not, then you can write here. Notice carefully. AD is equal to DC. Why? Sides of a square. And then DC is equal to D. Why? Sides of equilateral triangle. Okay. AD is equal to DC, DC is equal to D, that means AD is equal to D. And if AD and D are equal, definitely these two angles will also be equal. Angle AED will be equal to angle DAE. Is this clear or not? Watch carefully this picture. If DE and AD are equal, then these two angles are called base angles. And out of these two, one angle we have to find. So see how to find it. In triangle ADE, angle AED plus angle DAE plus angle ADE is equal to 180 degree. In any triangle, the sum of three angles is 180. AED and DAE both are equal. And question is asking AED. So DAE can be replaced by AED. Because these two angles are equal, so both can be replaced by AED. What about ADE? AD is this angle. If you notice it, at the place of ADE, we can write ADC minus CDE. Can we write it? ADC, this complete angle, and CDE, this angle. From this complete angle D, if we subtract this angle, then we will get ADE. Now, AED plus AED becomes 2AED plus ADC is the angle of a square. ADC is the angle of a square. Then this will be 90 degree. and CD is the angle of equilateral triangle. So this will be 60 degree. Okay, many properties we are using here, so be very alert. Now 2 times AED plus 90 minus 60 is 30. That means 2 times AED is equal to 180 minus 30 is 150 degree. So angle AED is equal to 150 upon 2, that is 75 degree. So angle AED we have got here 75 degree. Now we have to find angle EAB. This is the second part. In the second part we have to find EAB. Okay. Now watch. This complete angle is 90 degree and this angle is 75 that we have got. Watch it. Watch here. Angle EAB is equal to angle BAD minus angle DAE. Angle BAD is the angle of a square, so this is 90 degree. Angle DAE and AED both are equal, so at the place of DAE we can write AED. And AED we have found here 75 degree, that means 15 degree. Angle EAB is 15 degree. Now the third part, reflex angle of AEC. If we have to find reflex angle, then that angle should be subtracted from 360 degree. If we have to find reflex angle of any angle, then that angle should be subtracted by 360 degree. Now search AEC in your picture. AEC is this angle. This angle means sum of AED and DEC. That means angle of AED plus angle of DEC. AED we have found 75 degree and DEC is the angle of equilateral triangle, so this will be 60 degree. So 360 minus 75 plus 60 is 135 degree. Now subtract it. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. That is 225 degree. Okay. So this was your question number 10. Remaining questions I will tell you in the next video, because this video is going to be very long. Okay. So we will meet on the next class in the next